SoftVelocity.
Now our H5 application is working properly. I can click on the headers and I can sort the table according to the header, descending, ascending. And let me show you something very particular. If I go to the browse and I load the browse using file, it was using page. If I do this, it will change the number of items that will be displayed at the same time. In this case, we are using data tables and I am filtering 10 entries. Well, let me use 100 entries. As you can see, I have a lot of content right now. And I can do a quick search here. And it works very fine. But let's do something else. Let's make a different kind of table. And for that, we will have to add some parameters to data tables. We can add, let's say that we want to be able to scroll the table. Well, what I can do is use scroll Y, let's say 420 pixels. Okay. And that's it. Let me add this here and it should work. Let's restart this. And now I have the table with a scroll bar. This is very useful because sometimes I want to be able to look at the buttons that I have at the bottom of the page. And with this, I can do that. I can disable, of course, I can disable the number of items that are being shown at the same time. But let me show you with this. If I choose 10, there is automatic pagination. If I change the number of entries, I will get a different pagination here. And it is great because I didn't have to write any code to handle this. If I use 100, I can do a quick search and it will filter everything. Of course, we are using file as the method to load the data. If I use page, I will only see the number of items that I can display at the same time on the Windows application, on the Windows counterpart. If I want to disable more options, well, it's very easy for me to do so. I just have to add some other parameters here and I can disable whatever I want. Let's say that I want to disable paging. We set it to fails. Now, let's see the results. We changed a couple things. We have a new parameter saying that we want to scroll the table, and a second one saying that we don't want the pages to be displayed. Let's see. Let me restart this. Okay, You see, there is no pagination. Search is there. I can also disable the search. And you will see that it's very easy. Let me add another parameter here. And we will run this again. And there is no search, there is no pagination, everything looks just the way it was. I can also sort the table using the headers, clicking on the headers, and I have the entire content of the database on display, but in a very small section of the window. This is very useful because sometimes, you want to be able to browse the contents of the table on a phone, and if we do that, well, by using this, we can have scrolling inside a very small screen. You see? It's very easy to add this kind of functionality into H5 because we have the foundation with Clarion and pay a little bit of attention to the small details.